we go again. I feel like I was just making this video, but with Matthew Judon, and now I have to come back here and make another one with Davon Godchaux because it seems like they're kind of doing similar things here, whether they're holding out or holding in for the New England Patriots. So do we think this defensive tackle is going to do either of those things? That's exactly what I want to talk about with you guys here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. You got your girl Allie Barefoot here, but I need you guys to do one thing for me before I go on ahead and jump in. Do you think the Patriots should extend Godchaux? Go on ahead and type Y for yes, type N for no. Obviously, this defensive tackle has been one of the best here for the Patriots, so I want to know what you guys think. Go on ahead, put it in the comment section, and let me go ahead and get you guys up to speed as well with what is going on with Davon here. Looking for an extension. That is what the premise here is. He's set to be a free agent in 2025, so he's doing what most players do right ahead of that free agency season, and that's look for an extension. He does currently have a 2024 cap hit of $11.8 million, but he does have a base salary of $7.1 million. And he started for the Patriots the last 3 seasons, so obviously he's got the track record of being a very reliable type of participant for the New England Patriots. But that's the thing with these hold-in, hold-outs. I believe hold-in is when they're kind of doing the same thing as a holdout, but they're just attending the practices. They're not physically away from the team, where I think Brandon Ayuk, the 49ers, that's a holdout for you. But no, Godchaux and Judon are actually both at minicamp. They were this week, Monday through Wednesday. They only practice on Monday and Wednesday. But Godchaux didn't practice. Judon did practice. He actually participated. And Godchaux was not an active participant in pretty much anything. He was just physically there, and it's probably smart because that way you're not going to get fined $100,000, which is why Judon actually showed up here for minicamp as well. So in my opinion, this sounds more like a hold-in. He's going to be active for the New England Patriots. He's going to have the jersey on and doing what he should be, but not actually taking the steps to do what he needs to do, which is play, participate, be active with the New England Patriots. And here are some signs that lead and point towards that hold-in. Here is that he's suited up, but he never put his helmet on, which I just think is just so much of like a backhanded compliment where it's kind of like, oh yeah, I like your shirt. I would never wear it, but I like it. That's kind of what I think of suiting up but not putting the helmet on kind of feels like here with the New England Patriots. He also didn't participate in team drills. He also didn't even go down to the lower level where the rehabbing players were and kind of hang out down there. He was just put with the active players. And there was no stretches, no involvement. I mean, this man literally was dressed and appeared. So that sounds like a hold-in to me. And Jerod Mayo also talked about this with Davon Godchaux here, talking DG, we want him here. He's one of our best players. He's working. I will say that. He is working. He's here every single day, and he's been here every single day, and I look forward to getting him on the field in camp. I wouldn't put in those words. This now switches to comparing this to Matthew Judon's situation last year. He said, I wouldn't really put those in words, but there are guys that obviously want to redo contracts and stuff like that, and not just DG. There are a lot of guys who want to do those things, and we're working through it. Elliott Wolf and his staff do a great job as far as handling that, and I don't get into player contracts, as he should. He has a big job coaching the Patriots, but he went on to say, what I will say is one thing that I've learned is sometimes the value that the team has on a person is a little bit different than the value that the market has on a person. You got to look, $7 million obviously isn't one of the highest paid nose tackles here in the NFL, but I do think that Godchaux is doing pretty much what every player about to enter free agency is that he just wants a redo of the contract. And we saw this with Judon last year, but he took it all the way to team camp, and he just wanted to tweak in the salary. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Patriots will do after that mini camp and this little hiatus they'll have here before training camp as well. What offer would you give Godchaux? I want you guys to be Elliott Wolf. I want you to sit in the front office chair real quick. And if you think he does deserve an extension or to be paid more, what are you guys going to offer the deal for Godchaux here to really make him say, all right, that's it. I'm ready for 11s. I'm ready for 7s. Let me get that training camp work in and start to play again. Because I want to remind you guys what he did for the Patriots last year. He played all 17 games, which, like I said, he has started every single game for the Patriots in the last 3 seasons, and he did something similar to that when he played for the Miami Dolphins. So 17 games played is huge for a mega defensive line here. 56 total tackles, 24 solo. No sacks. He only had 1.5 sacks in the 2022 season, and then 1 fumble recovered. He'll need to step up now that Lawrence Guy is gone. So it's not even the same issue that he has last season. He has a whole bigger role here because Guy is gone. And knowing that that nose tackle position is going to be the forefront of this defensive line that has so much pressure riding on it because of how phenomenal they were last year as well, it's going to be pretty tough going up against guys like Keion White who have been practicing and standing out in OTAs and minicamp as well. So I just don't want this hold in to go on any longer than it already has because I want Godchaux to be able to get his reps in, which is what they're supposed to be doing here in the offseason. But I also digress. I understand that when you are a player of that caliber, you want to be treated as such when it comes to your pay, just like any of us do at our jobs. You think you do the work, you think you should get the pay. That's all this is. Except, it's a couple $1 million more than probably any of us will ever make in our entire lives. But I'm not sure if the Patriots will give him any more money. I could see them extending Godchaux here since he's proven to be a reliable defensive tackle. He is going to continue to do so as he has in the last 3 seasons with the New England Patriots. But with Judon, it was a little interesting the tweak they made to his salary. I don't know if the Patriots would end up tweaking any more money that they are going to give him, but just giving him the same money throughout more years. It'll be interesting to see, like I said, what Elliott Wolf will decide to do here for Godchaux. But I have a question that I think is kind of cool because I think holding in is now, I like it a lot better than holding out. At least you're with the team. I mean, at least you're there. At least you hear what's going on, especially with a new system and Jerod Mayo, and you got Covington, you got a lot of new coaches in here as well. How do you guys feel about holding in as opposed to players holding out? Let me know what you guys think on the difference down below. Let me tell you real quick here about the depth chart. This is where Godchaux really stands out here. Like I said, that starting nose tackle, I mean, this is a starter here. Same with Matthew Judon, who is kind of still expecting a tweak to his contract once again, but Godchaux definitely has that free agency riding on him. And like I said, going next to Keion White, and then you got Christian Barmore, 2 players who have been working their asses off so far in OTAs and minicamp. I'm sure would like to have that big man in the middle as well, because he is a reliable starter here for a very intense defensive line. And now what's pretty interesting is that the Patriots are now going to have to address Matthew Judon and Godchaux as well. It's going to be a pretty big offseason for those 2 players, and I'm wondering if they end up tweaking both contracts or maybe just one, and how that's going to play out here with that defense moving forward into the offseason. I want to take this quote one more time here, because I do think this speaks volumes of what Jerod Mayo, even an NFL coach, is kind of taking with these hold in and hold outs. He once again says, one thing I've learned is sometimes the value that the team has on a person is a little bit different than the value the market has on a person. So those are things I'm learning. Because you got to think, if the player is holding in or holding out on a contract change or extension or salary change, this doesn't necessarily reflect that Elliott Wolf doesn't want to pay him anymore. It's the market. You got to take it farther than just, I like this guy, I don't like this guy. It's tough, man. That's why I love the movie Moneyball so much, because it really goes in the depths of, this is just what we have to work with right now. So this isn't he's a bad guy, we don't want to pay him. It's just, can we pay him and how much can the market allow us to? Do you guys think the Patriots are going to end up paying Godchaux and Judon as well? I mean, do you think both players on this defense are going to get their contract switched? Because that could open the doors for a lot of players, like Jerod Mayo said, who are looking to make changes to their contracts coming up. Type P for pay, type D for decline, or if you guys think they should pay one player over the other, go on ahead and comment that down below. And as always, if you guys want the latest free information on your New England Patriots, go on ahead, hit that sub button for me. I promise you guys are not going to regret it.